Hey everybody, welcome back. Super Auto Pets. You know, I've been playing a little pay to win. Why don't you put me back on the free to play for a bit? I've been playing a little bit this weekend too. I've been having a good time. You know, when you play, by the way, first off, let me caffeinate. Sip. Secondly, I just want to say the community has gotten good again. There was like, when I started, I was around average level. Then I had a stream where I ascended. The community came up to meet me. Then I kind of diminished. Then I had like a little breakthrough over the past maybe 4 or 5 days. Then this weekend, oh my god, people are great again. But being on the free-to-play build means you are destined to run into a lot of horses. Which is honestly fine, okay? You can actually, you want to buy a horse first. That's a gimme. I definitely think we want a duck so that we can sell it and make all of our future animals better. You also get the buff on that. You also get the buff on this. And we want to keep the horse in the middle because the horse is not doing anything else. So we want to, well, actually, I think we want to keep the horse at the front. Even though they're probably going to die, we want to make sure the ant buffs the duck. That seems sensible. I think you can freeze another ant just in case. We should lose round 1. Let's be the upset astronauts. There's almost an alliteration. It just sounds nice. I expect to lose round 1. Well, it's a similar squad here. So we trade, but then you buff. And then we trade, and then you buff, and then we draw. Okay, nothing wrong with that. The miffed legs. What a name. What a name. What a Thursday. What a concept. Okay. Now you gotta think about this, okay? I think this is a sell me, buy me. Because if we reroll, we lose the benefit of the buy here. 5-2 ant. To me, it looks like this. And we want, in IMO, we want the ants at the back. This is a maybe, but probably a roll. That annoys me, but that's okay. We got a full squad. You know, technically the horses maybe should be behind the cricket. So that they get the buff on the 1-1 cricket that comes out. But I'm also happy my cricket will have a very good... Oh, frick. Actually, we win, don't we? Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm not saying we did it perfectly, but we did okay. Those early wins, they count just the same as the late game wins. So I'm a happy man there. I do think if we're going to roll a horse build, we want to combine our ants, throw in a spider, like so. We have to think. We probably want to combine our horses, but we are getting double buffs out of them right now. I mean, I'm kind of, and this might surprise you. I think you roll, like, cool horse at the back. The coolest horse is the horse with the most stats. And then, like this. And then I think we just buy out for the time being. Knowing the cricket... will probably last a little bit. The spider's going to last longer than anybody, I think. So let's go like this. So you're actually... I'm going to invest in making our current squad better in the hopes that... Like, we're not going to spend money on rerolls. I like the squad that we got going on here. I like our stats. We'll try to get a level 2 horse next turn, which would go a long way for us. I see this is a little dangerous, okay? A 5-5 swan is tough to deal with. Okay, you kill my spider, which is not great news. Then you kill my giraffe. You create a cool bee, but luckily we defeat the bee. This is a draw? This is a win. I'm stunned. Okay. Our horse build beats their horse build. So far, so good. 2 wins. And we haven't even really begun to peak yet, which is kind of nice. Let's make sure we're caffeinating. A duck doesn't interest me that much right now. I love it in the early game. We're really fishing for something. One thing you can do is kill this ant. I'm okay with the buff, believe it or not. Then we gotta think, is this really the time to roll like a peacock? The answer is no, in my opinion. I think we can roll. I do like a dodo. I think we can afford to buy it. It gets a sick buff on this turn. And then, I mean, I think you freeze a beehive, roll me once. I don't love anything that we got going on here, more or less. Unfortunately. And then, to be honest with you, I think we prefer like this. Let's see. I don't want to roll 2 horses any longer. I want to pivot out of our horse build into like stronger units. So maybe we should have actually prioritized. Maybe we should have prioritized like the peacock, but I don't know. I'm okay with it for now. You know, we do okay here. You're given melon armor, that's a given. We create a bee. The bee's gonna trade with the flamingo. The ant's gonna get 1 shot despite the stat upgrade. We're gonna get a 4-2. We're gonna actually win again. I mean, somehow we bought ourselves a lot of space with these dubs early on here. So I'm not disappointed in that. But we gotta figure out what the heck we're doing here. You can definitely... It sucks to lose the double buff, okay? But we need to start doing something. You can definitely roll like this, and then an ox. I feel like behind the spider. I don't really love a garlic yet. Why don't you give me a roll? I'll take another spider for now. And a sheep is an amazing hit here, right? Like, I actually feel like you probably sell the dodo. It no longer has its cool buff. And then you run sheep in front of the ox instead. I don't think you need to freeze a pill. Just roll me. A dog is kind of like, it's an important part of this build. I actually think it's a little late to try to get the dog build to run. I think instead we're trying to get to like level 5 and 6 units maybe that can define our run quickly. Because our spam build is going to run out of utility pretty soon. That's nasty. It's known nastiness. Your melon armor was perfect. Oh, or was it perfectly executed? Because now we're going to get you. Which is fine. We do want a level 2 horse for the time being though. There's a little melon armor for me. And a little buff. Excuse me? Where's my buff and melon armor? We ain't sweating it. I'm stunned, kind of, that we're out here. What is this, like 4 wins? 4 wins, 0 losses? I feel like this build is not that good, and I'm not just trying to flex. But here we are. Okay, so this is big. I think you definitely want the spider to level up to see what you get. I'm not thrilled with what we got, but that's okay. I think you can sell the cricket to start running a whale. The problem is you got to figure out where to place this son of a gun. I think... Because, like, okay, well, we know we're selling you. Then, like, a whale eating a spider is not so bad because it gets a nice buff here. The only problem is that it will lose the meat, which is a pretty big element of this right now. Or we could try running something like this. And the downside of it is that we're only going to summon 1 ram. But no matter, as long as we have 5 units, no matter where we put you, you're always going to only summon 1 ram on the whale swallow. So I'm not thrilled. I think this is a thinker, if you will. Freeze 1 cupcake, just in case. Roll me once. I think this is a snail freeze situation. And honestly, why don't you go ahead and buy me this cupcake? Because I think I I misunderstood the cupcake for a long time. I was like, why would I pay for temporary stats? Well, because winning is permanent. How about that? So I'm not scared of too much here. I don't mind this. The math on that is unfortunate. That blowfish is going to be a little spooky. However, we have oh no, because you're going to hit several times. Not the horse. I can live with that. You were going to die anyway. What are you thinking? Like, there's no way you're going to pull through this 11-8, I think. Except for when you do. And then we draw? That's amazing to me. But it's also a great indicator that we're getting past the point where, like, the scaling is working for us. We got to start rethinking how this is going to go down. So a rooster is an amazing unit if we can level it up and get it buffed. Are we willing to get... I mean, the ox did a lot of work. But this is the thing. Do you want to get sunk in the quicksand? Because this is how you get sunk in the quicksand. What do I mean by this statement? Well, if we stick with this build, we're going to hit diminishing returns really soon. So, I think that we're getting to the point where we can start to try to build something better. I think we're probably going to suffer some losses temporarily, so if you'll excuse me for a second here, I think we're going to sell our horse and start pivoting this whole frickin' build. We're going to buy a rooster. We're going to buff the rooster. We don't need to... Well, honestly, I'm like, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to freeze 2 snails. The rooster is getting buffed because the buff... No, not going to happen. The buff benefits us, but is also the most likely... That's probably better, right? Yeah, that seems better. Your stats will still be 7-7, I think. And its stats also give us a bonus in the time that it's being used in the first place. Okay, so we got a very similar build here, but you got great scaling from the monkeys. Your kangaroo scares the crap out of me. I would describe myself as moderately frightened for certain. I think that kangaroo is gonna pop off, man. Excuse me, why do I have a 3-3 chick there instead? Yeah, this seems bad. I see your spam here, and I respect it. I would like to steal it for myself, okay? There's no way we're punching through this kangaroo. Just embrace it. Even if we do, which we can't, we're not going to get through the monkeys. You know what? We're actually going to draw. Our team was so much worse, but the ox having just exactly the right stats. What a world we live in. Okay, I mean, I do think you can, even though it doesn't specifically help us right now. I still think you keep 1 snail around just in case. I recognize the problems with this. I genuinely do. So we actually don't like this anymore. This is no longer, it doesn't appeal to me. So I guess we'll just have you eat the sheep. Maybe roll that instead. And, I'm thinking, let's buy... No, you know what? I would rather not buy salad. I'm gonna buy salad. Please hit my chicken. You're a piece. Our ox might stick around. That's what I was worried about. Like, the chicken is the only unit I really care about here. It's the light of my life. This is... And I know I said this before and been wrong. This definitely looks like a loss. All of these units have good stats. That's unfortunate for me. But, oh no, the rhino. The rhino has a combo. And then it smacks me. 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 And then I get a buff, but it's not enough. That dude, Andrew Dinkum. What a squad. That's a nasty squad there with the sun hat. Deals us our first loss. I'm content to say that that's long overdue, honestly. The parrot can be very interesting. What do we not want on this squad? Honestly, the whale is getting pretty close to being... Actually, the sheep is largely useless. Sell me? Are we going to roll a parrot? Copies the level 1. So on death, you could summon another parrot, or... You could get the effect of the ox benefit, or you could summon a little creature. I'm not sold on the parrot, okay? What I am sold on is a cow is nice. And we already know that the cow is going to feed the chicken. Then we're going to no. End turn, give the friend a head, +1/+1. End turn is like, the scaling in battle, or outside of battle here. I feel like one of the big parts of our ability to succeed here is honestly getting like a level 2 chicken. A rhino is very interesting as well, don't get me wrong. I think you definitely want a snail out here. Just because of the buff it gives is out of control. And I guess, you know, people are going to look at this and be like, what's wrong with you? I think we gotta... At least it's only a level 1 turtle. This is a nasty squad. Kangaroos, nasty, nasty squad, man. 6-4. We beat you. That's fine. Your melon armor, I understand the way that this is gonna go. This is why we really want to see... Oh, you piece. This is why we really want to see a level 2 chicken. Oh, no. It's my white weenie build. I think we win this, honestly. Or we come very close. Because, like, our chicken is just really strong. And as long as we kill you, even if you kill me, we're making it. Yeah. Alright, well, this actually went really well. But imagine if we had 2 level, or 22-1 chicks that came out afterwards. Okay. Well, we don't care about a snail leveling up. A hippo that gets cracked can get a little nasty. So let's start here. Leopard is an interesting one too. Hippo has that, it has that scaling potential though. One thing's for sure, we don't care about our whale in the slightest. So I do think that maybe we're on round 10. I'm a little scared of the hippo being a little late to the party. You know what? I feel like we can roll a leopard here. Makes a nice sound when it comes out too. And then the chili pepper can be pretty good. We'd rather have like melon armor on you though, I think. We unfreeze that. That's my bad. We're not going to invest in our spider. The rhino also, it appeals to me mightily. I think we can freeze the rhino for the future. We're looking to level up the leopard for sure. And the leopard also benefits from a buff here. So, oh, by the way, probably should get rid of our snail at some point. My mistake. Probably a little bit more valuable to keep a whale than a snail. But alas, what's done is done. I see what you're doing here, but I kind of... Oh, you have a level 2 chicken. Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting thing we got there. I still feel okay. It's a nice hit. We knew this was coming. The melon armor is a piece for sure. But dude, this ox is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. We're gonna summon our own. Yeah, 2 chicks. You're done. Dude, the rooster is doing some serious work. This is 6 wins on a build that I was not feeling great about, to be honest. Do we roll a rhino in front in the hopes that it can just... It really screws up a white weenie build. We can sell the snail. We can roll a rhino. It basically has to be in front. We're keeping this frozen because it's like the most valuable piece of the puzzle. Tiger is disgusting. There's no wrong answer. I feel like you can sell your spider and then roll a tiger behind a rooster at like the very back. In which case, when the rooster dies, it will summon 4 chicks with the same attack. I think. So the spider was not going to be part of the squad much longer anyway. Why don't you give me a tiger at the very back, chicken right here. The ox now has no purpose, just to be honest with you. So I think maybe the benefit there is you sell the ox, buy a leopard, roll me, knowing that this gets us there next time. I wish that this was not honey, but you know, we should spend our money. If we're gonna do something, we should spend our money. So we might as well get you closer to leveling up, I guess. Again, this is not ideal, but this is our necessary pivot from like surprising early and mid-game superstar to hopefully like having the potential to go wild. This is a loss. If you run into Turkey Fly, you just give up, basically. Unless the Rhino can go freaking wild, which it will not. Obviously. This is a disaster. Especially considering it's a level 2 Turkey. The only thing I'm hoping for is maybe the 4 roosters. Oh my god, I was so wrong. I apologize. We actually easily won. And I now sound like I was sandbagging the whole time. Wasn't my intention. So this is a combine. We didn't have space in the shop, which was my bad. We should have set that up. Freeze me. Buy me. Buff me. This, I'm okay. I know that the chicken gets the benefit too, but the leopard is quite nice. Also, the leopard works well with the tiger, but I'm not gonna mix it up too much right now. We're just gonna buy you. Maybe I guess we don't sell you yet. We're looking for something. A snake is kind of disgusting. Especially if you can get a snake behind something that lives for a while. Like, that's kind of insane. So, like, behind the rooster, perhaps. But, I don't know. I like what we got here. I think... Look, for the time being, I do think you sell cow. You might as well buy snake and put it behind leopard and hope for the best. Roll me once. Give me another leopard. A stake on our rooster... Or, sorry, on our hippo is also great. Maybe melon armor on our rooster in the future, then? We're at 7 wins, 1 loss. I'm starting to believe we can get there, but I'm holding my breath a little bit. This is horrible, obviously. This is disastrous. Good shot. 1 good turn deserves another, I suppose. Now, we only summoned 2 chicks, unfortunately. If we'd summoned 3 or 4 by having a tiger, we actually would have won. But our tiger getting iced by the dolphin, was it? I mean, that was just it was a move of pure genius. What can you say? I still believe in this. I understand what killed us last time. But this is where you just go like, what are the odds that the exact same thing happens again? Hopefully somewhat low. And then roll it. Because this is where it could all come crashing down. 7 wins, 1 loss is great. 7 wins, 3 losses. Little less so. So we do 4 damage to you on turn. Oh, unless, maybe... We got so lucky we busted your melon armor open. That throws a monkey wrench into your whole plan, I'm sure. Because this is a huge play. Melon armor just going wild, man. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And then we got, 12 roosters at the back just in case. I still feel like the snake can pop. Now, turtle is very interesting. I don't think it's the squad we want, but it's an interesting idea. We're kind of just fishing for what we're looking for here. I mean, honestly, I think you just buy a 1-up for the tiger. Then if... Oh, maybe? Maybe? Sure. Yeah, this is fine. Then if it gets sniped again, at least it comes back. Because we don't care about its stats. It's all about its ability. So we beat Dolphin now, I think. It's a nasty squad, of course. You don't really care to get a Scorpion hurt but not killed. But look at this. You peace? Doesn't matter. The splash damage won it. Okay. Look at that. Or didn't win it, I should say. So we're at 9 wins. Kind of crazy, right? Take a little buff on me, please. Take a little buff on me. Freeze me. Roll me. Take a little buff on me. I think there's a chance. 9 wins is good. It's great. I don't want to set the expectations badly. I see your fly build, and it scares me. It does. But I also feel like our snake does pretty well versus a fly build. It at least landed 2 extra shots. Then you're gonna do some... The splash damage is really bad. What the... Like, the splash damage is really bad for my, I think we lose, but it was so close. That was a fight for the ages right there. I want to say, by the way, just to be able to compete with the turkey fly build is exceptional. That is a huge surprise in and of itself. So believe it or not, I know you're going to be like, come on, man. But believe it or not, you actually have no real reason to level up the rooster. It gets stats, but we can't summon 6 chicks. We could summon 3 and then have our tiger make the snake do better. You know, this is probably like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think you got a point. This would only summon 2 at the back, but you would hit every time you attacked. You would hit for 10 twice. I'm not willing to do it. What I am willing to do is get you to the next level, regardless. I think that's important. And then basically freeze, and just we're rolling for something that looks like the dream. Because it all comes down to this. I think probably the dream, as much as it might surprise you, is just maybe like melon armor on snake. If it lands 1 more attack, maybe we turn a loss into a draw. Okay, very similar squad here. Level 2 dodo is very spicy. You got a similar sort of chicken setup here. I understand. You got a 5/5 bus. Melon armor has helped me out a little bit. It purged some melon armor. Can't be mad. It did half damage. Can't be mad. That sucks. There we go. We're still alive. Okay, I know you're summoning a bunch of pieces of garbage. It is what it is. You piece. So we lose this. It's a 9-win Marty. But you know what? That's not so bad. In the whole scheme of things, that's not so bad. Please hit my fish. You piece. Still, I mean, don't combine them. That would be disastrous. This is still like a 3/4 fish is dangerous to deal with early on here. Will be the gasping mouths. I mean, it just makes perfect sense, right? The wavy rangers. An ant always scares the crap out of me. Don't buff. Yeah, okay. By not buffing the cricket, I think we've turned this into a draw. Well, we might have still drawn. Early draws are pretty common. Like, you know, everybody kind of knows, I think, what they're looking for early on here. A duck benefits us in the future. An ant, really, like an ant wins matches early. So I think the way to play this is you freeze. I know that looks goofy because the otter is not an incredible choice, but it gives us the ability to easily... Yeah, and the answer... Yeah, okay, you know what? I respect this. It gives us the ability to easily get to a tier 3 unit early, and that can win you like 2 rounds by itself. Very great minds think alike, I've noticed. It's alright, our first 2 units traded with their first 2 units. This will be... please hit the fish. Okay, thanks for your help. You're gonna hit the fish. You're gonna be a... I think this is a draw, then. If we were a 50-50 away from that being a win, and we're rolling like an otter squad right now, so I'm not too upset. So, we start here. Dude, an ox is kind of sick. I'm just like, if I go bump, bump. Yeah, let's do it. What? Freeze me. Keep me. I like this. Not so much that. We'll probably freeze you as well. We're going to freeze you. You're going to work super well with an ox. I don't think we want like a double ox build or whatever, but... Yeah, this is okay. And now we punch through you with melon armor, which is lovely. We definitely win this one, in spite of my disrespect towards the duck. A 7-6 fish at the back is hard to crack. Early. Late game, it's kind of a joke. But, so I would say this is a sell me, buy me, combine me. Spider up at the front is going to benefit this ox the most. Roll me. I think that this is a pill me and hope it hits the ox. That's a pretty spicy spider up at the front, man. And then I think you roll a dodo, and we're looking to buff that dodo in the future. Unfreeze this pill. The fish is next to go. This is a squad that can win us some rounds just via the ox. 4-8 is nasty, obviously, but we do pretty much, I mean, we literally trade with you, which is good, because we actually have a spider that comes out afterwards. It gives us an ox buff, so it's better than a trade. I'm not worried about this one. This one looks pretty good. Actually, it's going to be a draw. But that's okay. Unless you had a B, thank God. No B. That's okay. I like this. I like where we're at. We sell. Being honest, I love this play. You want an ox buff, you want a dodo buff for obvious reasons. If it's not... Oh, and he starts with melon armor. Dude, I mean, I gotta, like, level with you or whatever. An early deer is kind of disgusting. The dodo is also very nice. I mean, I think you still roll the deer up at the front. We only... looking at this build right now, I'm like, we only lose to, like, chili pepper. And I don't think you're going to see too many of those on, like, game 4 or whatever we're on. This is going to destroy your ants, which is nice for me. And then it's going to destroy your flamingo. Oh, no, it's going to destroy your rabbit and your bee. That's okay. Little buff. No sweat. This is... I don't know what to say, man. This is great. This ox can be with us for a while. The next thing to leave will be the beaver. It's like he knew. So we had... Killing the flamingo in front of you actually did give you, like, permanent melon armor. That's kind of crazy. Like, that's incredible. Level 2 dodo is pretty sick. I don't see anything here I love. Something I might love is, you know, this is we get a double benefit out of that. And to be honest with you, it's a little bit of it's a bit cheesy, right? To just invest in these wins. But 3 gold is kind of an awkward number. You kind of got to make a choice right away. Now this looks bad. They have, I don't know if I'd call it a meta squad or whatever, but you know, we got a pretty similar setup, only I think that theirs is probably a little bit smarter. But we do have a 22-8 ox that's going to live through the bus. It's not going to live through the peacock, but we're going to draw. That's pretty okay. All things considered, we're only at 2 wins, but this is a squad that can go deeper. Don't get tricked. I don't think this is a peacock build. I think you can roll. I think, honestly, if we're keeping this for a minute, you can take one of those. Now, kangaroo actually is a perfect addition behind our insanely tanky ox. Now, it screws up the dodo. Freeze me for a sec. The freeze for me at this point is like basically, I don't want to think about it. So it does screw up our dodo, but our dodo is 1 dodo or 1 chocolate bar away from being able to hit that ox as well. I like that we got a weird deck going on here, man. They have a level 3 horse, which means, I mean, the best time to fight this squad is, well, that bison is still only a 10-10, thankfully. That badger's gonna be, it's gonna be something. Let's put it that way. It's really gonna hurt their whale, but it did kill my bus. They create a spider. It's a 5-2 spider. Spider has been killed. Comes a 5-2 snail. It's fine. We create a camel that does nothing, if we're being honest. But this is where it really shines. Dude, that bison is here so early, though. That's gonna be very bad for teams that play Daha 8901 later. But our squad is kind of cruising, huh? I still don't, like, not buying a can is like, let me put it this way. It's nobody's favorite play. But I think we're doing a sensible thing by looking for the exact stuff that we want in the future. And really, like, one dodo is the biggest force multiplier we can ask for right now. 2-4. I see a level 1 turtle, and I get the danger. I'm not that perturbed, but that rhino at the back's got me, it's got me tripping up a little bit, okay? As long as, oh, you're so freaking lucky the bus doesn't kill you. But then it's gonna, okay. I mean, you're gonna kill my spider. Oh, you're a very shrewd individual, aren't you? Aren't you? Hold on, though. That's fine. We don't really care for the 2-2. This is where things get interesting. Melon armor is top tier, obviously. Your rhino being killed before it can kill us is insanely important. And then our kangaroo beats your dodo. And we're off to the races. We built our own little strange squad that's doing great work. So the monkey is very, very, very nice for scaling. But what do you want to scale? Even though our spider's 8-6, it doesn't have to be here anymore. The thing is, though, like, if you're gonna roll a monkey, you kind of need to dump a deer. Because where are you gonna put this deer in the rotation, right? So we can't put an ox at the front. We need a frontline unit. And I don't think it's a rooster. This is a weird transition period, but I believe it, okay? I believe that it's gonna be a touch goofy for a bit here. If we buff the spider, we buff the spider. That, oh, mama. Let me think. So we have a good thing going. But a turkey is like... I think a turkey is worth the pivot, straight up. So I think, I hate to say it, goodbye kangaroo. I don't expect... That's a must get. Probably this matters. Probably that matters. I don't expect necessarily to crush on this wave. We might have a couple of turns of getting ourselves set up for future prospects, but don't hit the melon armor. You piece. Oh, no. No, it's okay. Hold on. You get the melon armor back. Let's go. So I think you still... you still start maybe with this. The ox has done great work for us. I think it's time for the dodo to say goodbye. You're going to go here. We still want to roll a spider. Obviously, we're going to want one more turkey. The thing that we could do is... I mean, maybe the monkey's not too long for this world anymore. But I think we'll just put you up here for now. A dog is a little late, in my opinion. A deer, though, can be pretty amazing, I guess, now. Because we're going to dump the spider, even though the spider fits us. We're going to dump the monkey. We're going to dump the ox. We just have to think about what we're bringing out instead. A horse, I think it's too late for... I mean, the shark is basically just a better dog, and the turkey's just a better horse, so... Again, we're still in this transition period, but I'm definitely a believer in how this could work for us. Like, that's an amazing start. Okay. Then we do lose melon armor, but then guess what? We gain melon armor. And you're getting buffed. You're getting buffed. You're getting buffed. We purge your melon armor. We're getting buffed. You don't have melon armor. You're getting buffed. You're dead. You're dead. You're gonna kill our monkey, though, that's nasty. This is a loss, actually. Never mind, I'm totally wrong. We won, and now I apologize for my actions. Nothing wrong with that. Hold on, I just had to text my parents there. They said, should we dress up for Thanksgiving? It's not that kind of party, Mom. Don't worry about it. Okay. I mean, this is what I'm wearing at Thanksgiving, so... so the monkey's gotta go. It's been doing good work, and the spider's gotta go. The monkey is... Don't get me wrong, the scaling's incredible. We gotta lean into the build, okay? The spider gets sold, replaced with the deer. The deer gets an awesome buff to start with, but is also gonna give tons of buffs to our ox, so it's like just a better situation there. You totally could roll a chicken out here in place of that monkey for now. And then think about where we take it in the future. I mean, to be honest with you, I do kind of want to sell the ox. But as long as the ox is still pumping, I'm like, maybe it's not necessary, you know? I think some garlic on our shark will do wonders for us. A pear is pretty good too, but... So we're at 6 wins, no losses. I love seeing an 8-6 right off the bat. We like it. You get a heck of a buff here. You get a buff, you get a buff. Everybody gets a buff. That's fine. That's free. Okay, level 2. Oh, don't shoot. Okay, that's fine. Level 2 turtle is deadly for sure. That's very dangerous. But I still think we're getting you. I don't see how we wouldn't be getting you here. That doesn't really help too much, but maybe it does actually. I don't know. 2-1. Well, we still make it. I mean, this has the potential to be a perfect build. I'm not saying that it's 100% locked in, but it's really quite nice. I think you roll, and you're really looking for the things you already got, right? So the shark, I think the turkey is a little bit more valuable than the shark, but I could be wrong about that. If we get flies, definitely I think we'll prefer that. And if we only have 3 gold left, let's just probably throw in like a cupcake, maybe on the ox. Let's see if it can live a little longer. It's turn 12. I think we got a pretty strong squad for turn 12. Maybe not that strong. That's pretty nasty. But I will say, I feel like if we punch through... Oh, that snake's gonna do us, like... That's gonna be terrible, man. I feel like if we're able to punch through the peacock, the rest of the squad could fall apart. We get a kill, thankfully. The turkey dying is pretty bad, but the shark, I'll take it, man. That's lucky for me, I think. Maintain that semi-perfect record. Again, like, I don't know if the ox is the right play right now, but it is getting heavily buffed. It's hard to say no to that. Steak on the deer, I think, works nice. And we might as well buy a salad at that point onwards rather than just investing in rerolls that might not work. So the next thing we want, and you know what? That peacock's going down, man. This ox he's proven his weight, worth his weight in gold here. This is nasty. I'm still a believer. Very much so. I mean, I hate to... Maybe I don't hate to. You know what? Maybe I don't hate to. And then we freeze, and then we sell. And then we fly. You may want shark at the very back instead of the middle. Oh my god, a 42-45. Don't kill my turkey. Oh, please, please. No, it's just a splash for 5. It's not a splash. You don't kill my turkey, you! Okay, the fly still lives. There is another. A 2/2 fly comes out that then gets buffed to a... Oh, you piece. Oh, that's... I mean, this is like the perfect counter build to what we got going on, unfortunately. Now, our ox is going to die on the hit, which is really bad. Then the shark is going to kill you. You piece. This one was close. I'm not mad. Like, we're in there. Little reworking the order slightly. And hopefully, like, not getting sniped on our back line. I think that's a little bit better. Even though it admittedly looks a little goofy in and of itself. And I think we're pretty much... I mean, maybe we put a stake on you, roll you once, and then we're like... We know that the squad's looking pretty nasty, but... The Ox probably still benefits the most from the buff, in my opinion. I think maybe we just have like one... I have way too much commitment to this Ox. When I see that you have a double dodo here. Oh no! Maybe a little bit too much commitment to this Ox. Maybe more than a little too much commitment to the Ox. Yes, okay. Fair enough. Nice buff. Yeah, go ahead, purge my melon armor, right? We would die anyway, like, because the 50 would destroy us, but... Okay, at least... we still get to attack with our turkey, which has a stake attached to it. I mean, this is, this could be... It could be a win. It is a draw by 1 HP. I'm still a believer, okay? I don't necessarily believe in the melon armor now. Maybe we freeze one on the fly just so it's slightly less likely to get... Well, we might as well roll here because everyone else is kind of tapped on the advantages. This is a big freeze. Roll me. I just want to see a turkey, please. I guess we could freeze a deer. I don't know. We're only at 7 wins. I thought we were doing better than that. We're kind of hitting a wall here. What if we sold the Ox and created like a similar enabler? You know. I think we have the same squad but stronger here. Levels are pretty similar. Roster's pretty similar, but I feel like that cricket and the ram, I understand them, but I feel like it's a bit of a weak point as compared to our fly. Obviously, this is going to get buffed to the extreme. But we do well there. Thank you, Melon Armor. We do well here. We don't do so well here. This is where it starts to fall apart. Yeah, actually, I've increasingly come to the realization I think we're gonna lose here. That's a big hit, though. But then you summon 2 4/4 rams out of that. Holy crap, man! I'm coming to the realization we have to kill our own Ox. And I gain no pleasure in that. Holy crap. I thought we had you. Oh, you had melon. I think we have to kill our own Ox and replace it with something better. I don't know what, for the record. That means we wouldn't invest in a deer here. Our shark scaling faster is probably worth enough. So, like, let's at least start there. If I sell you, you're gonna sell for a bunch. Like, a chicken creates some bonuses afterwards. You're gonna think I've lost my mind. I genuinely think I sell you for a sheep. I do, and I understand it's probably not going to be the most popular decision I've ever made. I'm hoping we don't run into fly turkey builds, please. It's just an incredibly strong Dodo Melon Armor build. Okay, at least we're killing the penguin. Then our turkey is... Oh, we don't even have a turkey yet. I understand the summons are a little goofy here. This is all in service of our shark getting stronger later. That was just a very uneconomical situation for everybody involved. At least we're purging your melon armor. I think we're toasted, man. We ran up against... I'm never going to be mad about a 7-4, but still. I feel maybe we shouldn't have pivoted. Maybe we should have kept our trust in the ox and not built around turkey and fly. But, you know, I saw my moment. I went for it. It is what it is. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!